Hi there, my name is Jonathan Baumgart. I'm the CEO of Atomiq Consulting. In today's video, I'm going to discuss registering a VASP or Virtual Asset Service Provider in Panama. So let's get started. Okay, so we're going to talk about Panama and how to start a crypto firm there. So in today's video, I want to cover the registration process and a clarification on that. I'll go over the requirements, what's needed, the process itself, and the timelines. So let's begin with how Panama classifies virtual asset service providers. So Panama is quite unique. As of this video recording, Panama passed what's known as Law 697, which basically allows crypto firms and digital asset providers to legally operate in Panama. Panama does have what's known as Special Financial Institution registration, which is their form of licensing. But as of this video recording, all VASPs, or Virtual Asset Service Providers, are exempt, which essentially means that this is a quick and easy way to register a crypto company without a lot of red tape and hassle. So, to recap, it's worth highlighting that there's no licensing here. You're just registering a company. However, you are able to legally operate as a crypto exchange, also known as a VASP or Virtual Asset Service Provider. So let's discuss the requirements. What's needed if you want to register a crypto firm in Panama? So the requirements are pretty easy. Because this isn't a licensed entity, you don't have to worry about capital. You don't have to worry about local substance requirements in terms of directors or anything like that. All you really need are 3 directors inside your company. Now, I want to emphasize, these are not local directors, but the requirements state that you should have 3 individuals who will be part of this team that will get the VASP registration. Now, the requirements aren't so strict, but ideally, those 3 individuals should have some CV or background in markets, finance. They shouldn't be someone not qualified to run the business. It is best in this case to contact our team. We can have a look at your proposed structure and we can let you know what would work. Generally speaking, though, I think your group would be able to get approved as long as they can demonstrate some experience based on the CVs that they're able to operate and have the necessary background for financial services. And that's really it. I mean, you just have to pay the government fees, and that's all that's needed in terms of getting started. So then I want to talk about the process. So in terms of the application process in Panama, basically we will need KYC or essential basic KYC from the 3 directors. What does this mean? This means a copy of a government ID or a passport, a proof of residency, a CV, and then a questionnaire that just asks some basic questions about the individuals who are trying to get the company. Once our team has done the internal approval and everything looks good from our standpoint, we will proceed to register the local company, pay the fees, and that's really it. Then you just wait for the local authorities to come back, and essentially you're able to operate in Panama. As mentioned, it's a relatively easy type of process. So now I'd like to discuss the timelines. So because this is not an actual license and you're just registering a company, which is recognized as a virtual asset service provider, it takes about 2 to 3 weeks in order to get the approval and to be able to start your business. It's really not a complicated process. So unlike my other videos on licensing, I don't need to go into very in-depth details on capital and local offices and all of these things. So that's it. This is why for those who are looking to set a footprint in South America or just register their business relatively quickly, you may want to think about Panama. So now I'd just like to wrap up and discuss our services in more detail. So as mentioned, it's a very easy process, and I don't want to make this video longer than it has to be. If you're interested in launching a crypto exchange relatively quickly, and if you want to offer all the services that exchanges can provide, all this is possible due to Law 697 in Panama. So as mentioned, it's a pretty basic process. Now, as far as banking goes, realistically, it is difficult to get local banking. However, our team could assist you with banks outside the region. If you're interested in the full package, meaning to register the company and potentially get some banking options, you definitely want to contact us. Either myself or a member of our team will reach out to you to schedule a call so we can learn a little bit more about your requirements. We can most likely find banking for you. Just keep in mind that this is not a licensed entity, so banking is a bit more difficult than if it were a license. Nevertheless, I'm confident that we'd be able to help you. So thank you again for checking out this video on Panama. If you check out the description, you can learn more about how Panama works, get some more in-depth about regulation. Also, I will put a link to our page, which has a FAQ in there, and it will address some of the more common questions you have. Nevertheless, if you do have any questions and would like to have a chat with us, feel free to contact us. You'll find our contact details as well in the description. And make sure to subscribe to the video. We have a variety of videos on crypto regulation and licensing. So I'm confident that not just in Panama, but we can assist you in other parts of the world as well. So thanks for checking out our video, and talk to you soon.